Hi, Kimberly, it's all yours.
Hey guys, welcome to our Tuesday evening call. If you are on here with us, which there aren't very many of us today, thank you so much for being with us live. And if you aren't with us, next week, be here, please. We have a lot of fun on these calls. We learn a lot of information, and we really do use this time to bond with one another. So 9 o'clock every Tuesday, be here. So I'm going to pass it over to James, and James is going to share with us some things that we need to know for this week.
All right, cool. Do we have any, all the challenge packs are pretty much all the same from this month. Was there anything new? I did see a T25 half off thing come through my email, but basically, coming up, we've got Summit. That's huge, and I know Kimberly's going. I know a few of our team members are going, and it's honestly, this will be our third year, and it's something that I would say try to make it as much as possible, because it's going to be where, I mean, a lot of people get their aha moment, or they really see the big picture of this business at a big event like this. So. And then, just all the training, they're going to bring in some pretty cool, speakers. That workout alone is probably worth going to work out with, say, 20,000 people and close down the entire Nashville. But that's coming up in late July. So if you're not on the waiting list, they did have an email or a thing go out today that they're lowering the price and letting everybody off the waiting list. Is that correct? Is that what was that right? Yeah. So I think it's $195 a ticket. So that is, and then we're going to talk about, we need to all start looking for a house or whatever we're going to do staying. So I think maybe Airbnb, and then, even if it's not that close, then we'll, Lyft or Uber in, because really we're going to be there for the majority of the day, even eat lunch there, and then probably go back at night to maybe change, and then come back downtown for the nightlife stuff that we're going to be getting together with our team members, and some of the private parties. Like I posted on the team page today that our founding coach, so there's I think 40 something founding coaches, and our founding coaches, Angie and Blake Warrington, they do a party each year, a private party for their big organization. So that's always cool. Last year it was they rented out a room in a hotel, and not a room in a hotel, like a conference room, or what is that, a party room?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they fed us some drinks and all that, and it was just a good time to just get together. So their team is growing. There's going to be a lot more people this year from the big team, and so that's going to be fun. So put on, what is it, July? Does anybody know the date offhand?
I think it's 19th or 23rd, maybe.
19th or 23rd. I should have that right now on my notes, but so yeah, that's.
It's the 28th.
What is it?
July 28th through 30th. Yeah, it's really late this year, so yeah.
Well, and at Summit, they take over the football stadium, the basketball stadium, the convention center. They take over. I mean, it's just crazy. So it's a good event, and then we all also need to pick our track. So. We haven't done that yet, have we? You register for your track, so we can all be in the same track, and meaning that we can all go from session to session together. What were you gonna say?
I was all excited and pumped to do it. I even had my alarm set, but then that day it wasn't working. So then we were supposed to do it the next day, and I didn't make it happen.
So we'll have to get on that. And then Kimberly, did you get an email yet? Strange. Interesting. All right, guys. So that's kind of it. May 20th through 22nd is the men's event that we'll be going. That I'm going to be going to, and Anthony Mize and Jack Petrick are for sure going to. That's going to be a pretty awesome event. So I'm excited.
Hey, if you hear that they've opened up tickets for that again, because they might open them up again, let us know, because we'd like to get one for David. Of course, we're in the Dallas area, so that makes it really easy for us.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna spend. I kind of have a little bit of time on my hands now. So I'll definitely be. I'm going to be more into that training group, the Facebook group that's in there, and I'll start planting some seeds if there's any available tickets or if they're going to open them up again. So that would be awesome because then well, you guys are right there. So would he stay with us? Do you think or no? Yeah. So we'll figure it out, but that would be really good because Mark will be going. It'll be a good little group of us going. So, all right, guys. So basically, that's pretty much it. We've been doing a lot of everybody's been doing 22-minute hardcore. It's been kicking my butt, seriously. The app has been amazing. I think it's been a great a great tool to use. If you're not on the app, send me your email address through Facebook, and I'll add you to it. It's just basically Beachbody created a accountability app. Basically, it looks like Facebook, but it's not public. It's just in our group, and you can track everything in there. You can track your workout, your Shakeology, your progress, and it dinged me today and asked me if I said I didn't. A thing came up said you didn't log anything today, so I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. So I'm not going to be working out. Actually, I'm going to do my push-ups though after this because I'm doing that 20. I'm doing it. I'm doing my push-ups today for the military. And hey, we nominated you and David, so you better get on that ball. So that's kind of what's been going on with that. Were you gonna say something?
Yeah, I know that you nominated us. We just haven't had time to do it between the flat tire and everything that we've had going on, but I'm going to get there. So.
Awesome. Did you hear? We had we had a flat tire yesterday and today. And like a cantaloupe knee today. Something's going on. But so basically, this is what I had for you guys, and I shared this a little bit with David Ramos. He worked with me over this past weekend, and I don't know if anybody heard that call with Christine Delgado with team. Ow, sorry, that wasn't you. I just tapped my knee and it hurts. Like it hurts to the touch. It's crazy. Team Infinity, but basically. This is what I heard, and it really set in with me pretty good. And I wanted to just share this with you guys, and just to kind of see where you're at with it. So, how would you feel if Carl Deichler gave you a call or an email and said that this Beachbody thing's over? Like no more pay, no more teams, no more team calls, no more. No more, this app's over, no more challenge groups, no more new products, no more Shakeology. It's just over. Like, and like, I was kind of like, wow, for me, we're making income with this, we love Shakeology, we love the workout programs, we love the community that we've built with this business. We love, like, the cruises, the trips, the everything that it's done for us. And that would be a huge hit for me, right? And even for anybody who isn't maybe making any money yet, say, no more Shakeology or no more challenge group or whatever. Everybody's getting something different from being a part of this business or being a part of, a challenge. And that kind of like, if they pulled that rug from us and said, it's done, no more, how would that make you feel? And that's just my question for everybody tonight is, and this isn't, they didn't call and say this, but I'm just saying, how would that make you feel if that happened? If you weren't making any money, or if you were making money, or whatever your story is, that you're getting benefits from Beachbody, if it's the accountability side, if it's whatever you're getting from it, how would that make you feel if they said it was over? And I know I would be pretty stunned. I would be pretty upset. I would, we have a big future planned with Beachbody. Actually, our future is, a big part of our future is Beachbody. I would be like a wreck. So then where I'm taking that feeling is if we all, and it's everybody that's even if you're just a challenger, even if you're just a free club member, but if everybody is getting something from this experience, then we need, and they felt something was torn out of them, if it was pulled from them, then that just shows us that we need to be that feeling about this business, about this community, about this team, that we need to be sharing that. Because if there's actually something there, there's actually something meaningful about what we're doing and about Beachbody, that it would feel like a, a wrench, like somebody ripped your heart out or something. I mean, if you would feel that way, if I was to tell you it was over, then that means there's something to this business model. There's something to these challenge groups. There's something to this community. And if there is something to all this, then we need to be sharing it. And we need to be sharing it with more people, because if we have that feeling of something with this business, then we need to have other people having that feeling. I feel like, we have a big future with this, then I need to be sharing this more, because other people could feel that way. So does that make any sense? I don't know if I kind of talked in a circle or not, but I heard that from her, and I was just like, wow, that's so true. Like, sometimes we're so afraid. You're getting lightning behind you there, Kimberly. Stay away from metal poles. I hate lightning. Just, I don't know if anybody knows that. I don't like storms. I just don't like it. She's laughing. I would not be single. I wouldn't be a single person with 5 kids in an RV right now. That would not be me. I would go find a McDonald's and I would all sit there and eat fries, but that's what I would do. So that's kind of the point is, if we feel like we have something with Beachbody, then we need to be sharing it. And that's sometimes the hardest part of this business, is that we do receive so much from being a part of this, but then we don't share it with other people genuinely. So that was kind of part of it. And then a big part of that is going to be belief. And then she kind of breaks down into, what does belief mean? Like, to be able to share this with other people, share this opportunity, share a challenge pack, share about Shakeology, share about, this business model. Like, my mind, I love this business model. Like, I'll talk to people about that before I would talk to them about workouts, because I love the business model. So what does it take? I have a few points on what does it take to build that belief in this business and in what we're doing. So number one point would be from your personal story. So whatever that wrench or whatever that pull on your heart would have been, that was, if we would have taken away Beachbody from you, that's your personal journey. So whatever you're getting from that, if it's the challenge, if it's coaching, community, that's your personal journey. So really you need to look at that and the bigger picture and see how kind of even create that more and even talk about that more. Like, I know that I'm in trouble for doing that. Like, I'll talk to somebody and kind of assume that they know my story, but that's actually super arrogant that I think people know my story. I mean, Gary Vaynerchuk still introduces himself as who he is every time he's interviewing somebody or somebody's interviewing him. And it's funny because we know who Gary is, but people don't know who I am. So that story, so my own personal journey, this is that needs to be part of our conversations as well. So number 2 would be from your why. And I know it's super cliche, your why, or why that makes you cry, or whatever about your why. But honestly, if you've never really dug deep into your why that you want to build this business, then it'll be really easy to not build this business. Because what it takes to build this business, it's simple little things to do, and it's also simple little things not to do, right? So it can go either way, but your why is really what's going to keep you doing those simple little things, each day. So really digging into your why, and even keeping that posted, keeping it close, keeping your close circle, knowing what your why is. Like, we've gotten ourselves pretty vulnerable lately about, talking about the RVing, we're getting the house ready for sale. This is our bigger why. And then we've got we're also working with starting a ministry, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that's our why. So we need to keep sharing that and just really digging deeper into what that is. Another way of building your belief is personal development. And I know Kimberly's huge in personal development, but I don't know if she's even has a chance with without David around right now to be able to read or listen. But personal development is what's going to constantly be building your belief in this business, in yourself, that that you can do it. That, and this is something I just shared recently. Like, God created us all equal. Like, God loves us all the same. He's not going to say, I love this person more than this person, and that's why that person's successful. No, it's really our mindsets and what we do with it. And our mindsets are from what we put in it. So our minds are kind of like a bank, and we can't withdraw something that we never put into our bank. So so personal development is a huge part of belief. Sorry, my writing got really sloppy here. Embrace. I have no idea what that word is. Stay plugged in. Well, okay, so I'm going to say number 4, the first part was something else, embrace something, but staying plugged in. So belief, a big part of belief, of building your belief, is staying plugged in. So staying plugged in would be showing up to Tuesday night calls, going to Super Saturdays, going to Summit, listening to Monday morning wake up. Oh yeah, you didn't do your Monday morning wake up call wrap up. Did you still want to do that? We can do that afterwards. Yeah, cool. Because I didn't listen to it yet, so that'll be cool. I'll be excited to hear that. So those are all ways of staying plugged in to this business to build belief in that. So the next step is staying persistent and staying consistent. So like my daughter is very persistent and consistent if she wants something, right? If she wants ice cream or candy or wants to do something, whatever it is, the kids know how to do it. They just know how to stay the path, right? Keep being persistent about it and consistent. So that's where we need to be, with this business. A lot of times, too many stories I've heard are people that people talk to for 8 months, a year, 2 years before they ever joined, and then that person became the next superstar. So it's like if you're not persistent and you're not consistent with those people, then they might still be a superstar, but under somebody else. They might be somebody else's superstar. So those are, staying persistent and consistent. And then number 6 would be your mindset. So we want to have an abundant mindset, not a minimalistic mindset. So if you go out there and you said, well, there's already too many Beachbody coaches, there's too many in my area, I can't do this for this reason, nobody wants Shakeology, it's too expensive, nobody wants to do an at-home workout. Like, those are all like minimalistic mindsets. Nobody wants to buy my, Ultimate Reset, or, people don't want to work out at home. Everybody's already tried it before, or they've already been in a network marketing company before. They don't want to do this. Those are all, thinking small-minded. We've got to switch that over to a abundance mindset. And abundance mindset says, so there's 400,000 Beachbody coaches in the network. I'm going to say 30,000 are active, honestly, or actively building their business. And that's in America and Canada. There's a million people in America that need our help. So an abundance mindset, so there's a lot to go around. I'm looking to help people. It's not, your cup is half full, not half empty, even if there's only a drop in it, right? That's going to be more of the abundance mindset. So you're going out to talk to people. It's not necessarily join my team, join my challenge, but it's more about how can I help? How can I help fill a need? And eventually, by doing that instead of trying to push, that would be a way of coming back. So abundance mind thinking. That's hard a lot of times, especially when you start getting no's and you feel like you're not going anywhere. That can definitely be hard. So yes.
I just wanted to add to that because I actually had that thought kind of recently, because you'll hear people say, I've heard somebody say, well, you better make sure you talk to them, because if you don't talk to them, so-and-so's going to get them. And I've heard people say that to me before, and I'm thinking, gosh, it's kind of saturated, right? Like, there's a lot of Beachbody coaches here in Northeastern Ohio, a lot of big ones that I can think of, right? then I was reading the email that came through for Alyssa Shoemaker, and I forgot that she was in Pittsburgh. Wait a second. Melanie Mitchell's in Pittsburgh, and they're both in the top 10. Wait a second. I think there's like 3 of them that are in Pittsburgh that are all in the top 10. And I'm like, are you kidding me? There's not that many more people in Pittsburgh than there is in Cleveland. In fact, I think Cleveland might be bigger. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. It was just like, it really totally shut down that lie of it's just there's not enough people. I mean, when you have the top 10, 3 of the top 10 in one small area, and I'm over here thinking, well, there's a lot of Beachbody coaches that are actually working their business here in Northeastern Ohio.
What's funny is go into a store, go into a Walmart or a Target, and you'll never even see the same people, right? In the same one. I mean, sometimes you might not even see the same, the cashiers. So just kind of shows you like there's a lot of people. A lot of people are looking for something different. There's a lot of people that are looking for help. There's a lot of people that may just be looking to be around a positive community, and that's really what we are. If they're not looking for the money or the time freedom, just the positive people. I mean, I know being in our challenge group and the challenge app, that's all positive. There's not many people. Like I haven't really talked about my needs too much in there, but it's real life. Most people aren't as positive. So that's all I had for you guys tonight. Now I'm just going to ask you guys real quickly, just so we can kind of play with this a little bit, I'm going to start with Kimberly because you're in my top left, and then after we're done with this, then we'll have you do the Monday morning wake up wrap up. But what would that feel? So tell me the feeling you would have if Beachbody tomorrow was gone.
I would probably feel very disappointed and probably very let down, just because I like the community. I like what Beachbody stands for, and I like having tools that I can introduce people to and help people with. And I've learned so much through Beachbody. Like before Beachbody, I was a fit person, or I saw myself as a fit person. I ran 6 miles every single day. And I might not be doing that now, but I am so much more fit now. I'm so much stronger because of what I've learned about how to train my body and what my body needs. And so on those occasions that I do get out to run, I'm a much stronger runner, a much better runner because of Beachbody. My nutrition, I used to think that a calorie was a calorie. If I ate 1,400 calories a day, I was going to lose weight, and I did. But there's a difference between 1,400 junk calories and 1,400 real whole food calories that I'm eating now. I feel so much more satisfied, and I have definition and muscles that I never thought I'd have as a mom of 5 kids. So, I mean, I think just the education alone. In addition to that, if I look at coaching, all of the personal development that I've done, all of the growth that I've gone through over the past year, almost year and a half that I've been a coach, yeah, I might not have done a whole lot with it, but I have become a better person. I have become a better friend. I have become a better relationship builder because of Beachbody. So it's definitely made me a healthier person all the way around.
Awesome. So you definitely have got something there that other people need or would love to have, right? From this experience. So awesome. Jeff, I know you're newer to this. You're unmuted. What about you? Tell me about how you would feel, or what would that happen? How would that make you feel if they just said we're done?
I wouldn't feel, being newer, I don't have the full investment that you guys all have yet, so I really wouldn't feel bad. I think of Beachbody as only part of my vision as for what I want to do and how to help people. So, I mean, I think of it as just a portion of it. And so, I mean, I wouldn't feel completely bad. I'd still want to help people and be able to do that. And Beachbody, I think, is just going to be one tool that I can use. But I want to develop other tools to be able to help people as well.
Right. Oh, for sure. We definitely have a lot of other tools, but that we are. I mean, I think that's our heart. I think that's why we're all here, is that we have a heart to help others. So awesome, Shayna. Hello, Shayna. Are you
Hi, how are you?
awake? Day 3 of 3-day refresh. How are you?
I'm hungry.
Sure.
I'm hungry, but like the protein shakes were obviously what helped me feel filling throughout the days. But I swear, I feel like it got harder. I felt like everybody's body's different. Like I was posting on social media throughout my 3-day journey, and I feel like some people said it would get easier, like after the second day or after the first day, but I just felt like it got harder. But I'm glad it's over. I will post a update tomorrow, and I officially, between us here on this team meeting, I lost about 4 pounds. So, I mean, I can't even believe it.
So just wait till tomorrow, because it's funny that you still burn calories when you're sleeping. So,
Absolutely.
So my biggest suggestion would be to jump right into your food plan, your 21-day fixed food plan, as in do like the binge afterwards, because you could totally just let that all that everything that you've gained, you can lose all that really quickly. So I would get right back into 21-day fixed nutrition or whatever plan you're doing, and just stick with it, because you've at this point you have broken some sugars, addictions and some other little things. I mean, it's only 3 days, but it's still, you've put some major self-control on yourself, and that's awesome. So great.
Yeah.
Did you want to say something?
I just wanted to add to jump right into your 21-day fix like I think you were planning on doing, but don't feel like you have to hold off. Like if you feel like you need to eat a little bit heavier within your containers on the front half of the day, do that, so that way you're not binging later in the evening, which I think is kind of something that just in general, that's a great tip, because when you try to hold back, that's when you end up eating more in the evening when you don't even need it in the evening.
Right. Definitely. So,
Right. That's my my meat protein. I mean, I only do white meat, turkey and chicken. I don't do pork or red meat. So it's like I mean, it's obvious. I eat for my calorie bracket. I eat for my protein container yellow 4 times a day. I mean, like that's so important for the later of the day, because then I'm not craving. I feel like it fills me up and it just makes me feel so good, and I'm not craving bread at night.
so Shayna, we were talking before you jumped on about giving a scenario of what you would feel like if Beachbody was pulled out from under you. Not saying that they are, and actually I just found that Beachbody since like '96 has been debt free as a company, which is amazing. 98, because that's a huge role in what makes businesses go under is debt. So so that's pretty cool. But I'm not saying they're pulling it out, but the whole concept was, how would that make you feel if this was over? No more team call Tuesday night, no more challenge group, no more Shakeology. You still have your workouts that you have, but nothing new. How would that make you feel?
I mean, like for me personally, separating myself or separating the business opportunity, I feel like personally, when I joined this community, it was for the accountability. So I would feel sad. I feel like, I jumped on board to really start meeting beautiful people who are trying to better themselves internally, externally, and to not have that obviously would be sad. I mean, I think it's great to come together. It's network marketing and it's powerful. So, I mean, I kind of understand. I think it was Jeff that said, how different, my standpoint kind of just coming into it. So it might not be as bad if I had been 8 years, 10 years invested into the company, but yeah, it would be sad. I mean, just because for me, it's a genuine desire to get them feel better internally, externally. So to not be able to be part of the community that I want to be part of, to, you know, be on that journey, it would be very sad.
So the point of that was kind of like pulling your feelings into what if it wasn't there, and then switching that into kind of firing you up to talk to more people about it. Because if you've gotten that accountability, you've gotten this, what you've got out of Beachbody, a lot of other people are looking for that. So so kind of going into, when you're going to do your invites or you're talking to people, you know, going in with that thought of that you personally got something from Beachbody, and that if it was taken away from you, you'd be upset. So at this point, they don't have that accountability, what you've gotten from it. So that was kind of that point. So awesome. And then Anthony, are you on? I'm looking at a blue moon. Anthony, are you there? Anthony. Julian. All right, cool. Kimberly is going to just wrap up Monday morning's call, and we'll be done.
Okay, cool deal. This week on the National Wake Up Call, it's every Monday morning at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you're there. They have the best coaches in the network get on and share information with us and teach us how they've built their businesses. So it's a really great resource that Beachbody gives to us to use to help us grow our businesses. They had Alyssa Shoemaker on this week, and she talked about the fourth vital behavior, which is recognition. And in case you didn't know, in case you're still thinking old, there were 3 vital behaviors. This year they've added a 4th, and a couple weeks ago they did send out the documents for the 4th vital behavior. So we've got invite, we've got be a product of the product, we've got personal development, and now recognition. So she talked about recognition this week. And I just want to pull out a couple of nuggets from what she said that might help you in your business. Even if you don't have a large team, it is really something that you need to think about, recognizing those people that you are working with and making it a thoughtful discipline in your business. And that was kind of the biggest takeaway for me, is that it shouldn't just be an afterthought. It shouldn't just be, oh, I need a post, let me see what somebody's done and post. It should be a thoughtful discipline. So it's something that she schedules into her power hour that she does every day. She does her other 3 vital behaviors, and then she also does recognition. So it's a very scheduled, very thoughtful thing in her day. Another thing that kind of stuck out to me is that she uses video a lot in her recognition. So she uses video recognition posts. So she'll post a video to somebody's timeline recognizing them, or she does video for personal development takeaways. She uses live video, so the Facebook Live video stuff that we have now on Facebook. She uses that to connect with people. And it's just another example of how important video is for us in growing our business. Video allows us to interact with people, for them to see us and to hear our voice and to hear that excitement that we have, that enthusiasm for what we're doing. So if you're not doing video, I do really recommend that you start getting comfortable in front of a video camera, that you start talking to people in video, and you can very easily start doing this with people that you're closest to. So, for instance, on Facebook, if you send video messages back and forth between your spouse or significant other or best friends, it's a way for you to kind of start getting comfortable in front of video. And then go from there to recording just 15-second to minute-long video clips of something that you're learning, something that you're reading, and then branch out from there. And your videos, they don't have to be professional. They don't have to be good. They don't have to be anything special. People just want to hear you and from your heart. And that's what we do when we share in video, is we share from our heart and what we truly are all about. Last thing that I wanted to share is that she recognizes small successes and positive growth. So we think about recognition as recognizing something big, like somebody earned Success Club or sold a challenge pack or lost 50 pounds or whatever we think in terms of big when we think of recognition, but it doesn't have to be big. It can be something very small, somebody who's made a positive step. I have a challenger, and he is very consistent with his Shakeology. And so that's something that I know I need to recognize and say, hey, dude, you are really killing it with your Shakeology. Every single day he posts that he's taken and he's drank his Shakeology. And that's a small step. It's a small thing, but it's huge because success is in the small wins every day. Those small things that we do every day add up to great big wins. And if we can recognize people for those small little victories that they have, they'll eventually have those great big victories. So that's about it. Recognition, if you've got people that you need to recognize, do it. You can recognize people in the team page if they're your coaches, challengers, or it doesn't even have to be anybody that's your coach or challenger. If you see somebody who's doing something like incredibly cool, just shout them out. Let's get into a culture where we recognize each other and boost each other up for the good things that we're doing. So that's all I got.
Awesome. You know, that's huge. And recognition is so big because, one, it costs nothing. But you know what? People do not get that from work, or they don't get that. Like most people, the last time they've ever been applauded for something was when they graduated high school. So, so that's, you know, think about that. So, I mean, that's, you know, and if we show that and we can do that, that would be huge for others. And, you know, especially if you're doing it on your wall or on their wall, people are saying, what's going on with these guys? Like, people don't just do shout outs for people being awesome. It just doesn't happen in normal life. So awesome, guys. Well, thank you. Thank you guys for hopping on tonight. Please pray for my knee. This thing's got to get better because I'm on the couch way too long. But we will see you guys, and I'll post the recording up here in a little bit. And thanks, and have a great Tuesday. And Kimberly, stay safe over there. You're scaring me. You're scaring me like crazy over there. All right, guys. Have a great night. We'll see ya.